What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mendoza Auto Garage, aka Mendoza Auto Services. It's hot today in Arizona. It's actually been hot in Arizona. Have not updated you guys on a video for a while. Unfortunately, I really did not have a chance to work on the Integra very much. Dang, I'm hella dirty. But that's a good thing because it means we've been busy here. So, I got a couple things here at the shop that I'm working on. I kind of changed some things around, moved a couple of things. I plan on doing some more moving here in the future. Hold on, guys, let me clean my face here because I feel like I'm really dirty, which I probably am. But what do we got going on at the shop? Well, update. We got this hatch, 92 hatch that I did some work on a while back, last year in December. I think I kind of did a rundown on this hatch before, but right now we're actually in the process of building up a block for it. So, bring you guys over here real quick. So that's the old block over there. Cracked the sleeve. Just a stock B18C, probably a GSR block, JDM GSR. It was good. It was running this turbo kit that's here. It's a small little 50 trim AGP turbo. Made like 370 or something like that on the dyno, 91 pump gas. And like 9 pounds of boost, almost 10 pounds of boost. Had fun with it for a while, but the one of the sleeves cracked up at the top. You catch your finger on it. It's a hairline crack, but nonetheless, it was just kind of overheating at idle. We did a head gasket on it, and still was overheating. It wasn't the water pump or anything like that. We kind of tore it down and found the crack in the sleeve. So, customer picked up this guy. It's a Benson sleeve, B18C as well. The bad thing about this block is it's sleeved. It already has piston and rods. It's 84 mil and Manley rods. I forgot what pistons. I know I already looked it up, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But unfortunately, I believe that during the dyno session on this engine, the oil pump gave out, and you can kind of see that here. Spun the bearing. These are the mains. I had taken off the rod bearings on these other ones. I haven't taken them off yet, so it's getting a new crank, which we already have down there. Came from RS Machine. Standard crank that's been polished and looks, I already inspected it, looks good. A couple of other upgrades that we're going to be doing while the engine is apart is so we are doing obviously new oil pump, ACO race oil pump studs, which we had already gotten. We're doing Brian Crowder springs and retainers. We already had the clutch, still good, doesn't have too many miles on it, but hopefully it'll hold for the power they're looking for. New head gasket, new bearings, mains, rods. I also got the customer one of these gaskets because the paper one, we had already reused it twice for the intake manifold, and I don't want him having any issues with leaks or anything like that. We're also going to be replacing the throttle bearing because the one that came in his clutch kit did not last very long and started making noises. So yeah, we finally got everything that we needed in stock. Oh, we're also going to be doing since we're doing the springs and retainers, we're also doing the valve seals We're doing Ferreira, however you pronounce it. Valve seals. So I wanted to set everything up over there in this corner so that I could just specifically work only on that. I don't want, when I do engine builds and I'm doing head work and stuff like that, a lot of little pieces, I like focusing my time specifically on only that, and being the only person here at the shop and it being super hot. I don't want to have too much going on at once, like multiple cars that I'm working on here at the shop. So this one's starting to get ready to get put together. I already got my workspace. I also decided to put the Integra up on the lift. If you guys follow me on Instagram at all, you'll see that I recently found out not too long ago that I'm gonna be a father for the first time. At the end of April, I found out my wife was pregnant while we were on vacation. So, with that being said, I got a couple of projects here at the shop that are mine, and I know it's not a necessity to have to do this, but I like being prepared even for the worst scenarios, just because the experience I have in life has taught me you can never be too prepared. So, it is possible that the Integra may be getting sold or parted out, and we may not be able to finish it. I have quite a bit of money into that, everything that I've pretty much purchased for it. So it was originally the EK, and then everything from the EK went to the Integra. And then I also have not introduced this to the channel yet, but got a truck. Now it's not a GMC. So I got this truck from a buddy. I've been actually trying to get this truck off of him for a minute. He's had it for a few years. Hasn't really used it too often, but it's a 2002. See if I can open the hood here. 2002 Chevy Silverado. It was a work truck, 4.3 liter V6. The engine ended up locking up on him, and at that point, you know, he was like, what am I looking at to get it fixed? And I was like, dude, just sell it to me already. I really want the truck. So that G37 there that you just saw is actually his vehicle. It's a car that he got. It's his car. It's in my name because we got it at an auction and I got it for him. And so that's one of his investments there. Just haven't had a chance to finish it. But instead of giving me money for fixing it and all the work that we put into that, we made a deal. I'm not going to charge him anything for that. We're going to try and get that car finished and turned around and flipped so he can make his money and then go on to this next project. And in return, he gave me a good deal on this truck. The only stipulation is that if I ever decide to sell said truck, it has to be sold to him. So hopefully I never have to do that. So what did I do? Well, I couldn't help myself. I threw in a 5.3 liter out of a 03 Tahoe. Really clean engine. I ended up putting in a sloppy stage 2 cam with some new upgraded valve springs, new water pump already on. I also went with a set of Speed Engineering long tube headers, 1 3/4 inch, nothing crazy, just something to have a little shop truck with. I do plan on doing E-fans on this, so it's missing the radiator currently. Don't want to run the fan. So it's got new valve cover gaskets, obviously, rear main seal. The front seal got replaced when I did the cam. The cam plate also was replaced with a new one. I already resealed the oil pan and also put a new oil pump. As of right now, what's left on it is the wire harness. which I have already. I just haven't had time to do it. I want to prioritize customers' vehicles before I keep trying to do other things. And then, as you can tell, it's got a red front end. I wanted to do something a little bit different, so what I did was I got a Denali 2003 Denali front clip from another shop out here. It's called Ease Old School Garage. He's a little distance away from me, but he does a lot of old school stuff, a lot of LS swaps and whatnot. So we got this Denali for a really good deal, and he started parting it out, and I hit him up for the front end, and got the front end. So I think it'll all kind of look better once it's all one color. For now, that's what it is. I also picked up a really good deal on these they came off a 2013 Cadillac ESV. They're 22-inch Cadillac wheels, OEM wheels. They're okay. I thought they were gonna look different on the truck. I might end up going with some 20s or probably 20s. I don't think I want 22s on the truck because I do want to drop it a little bit. I did put a shackle kit in the back, so it is actually 2 inches dropped in the back, but you can't really tell. But the plans for that is to finish up the wire harness. I would like to put a 4L80 in it later on down the road, and maybe throw some nitrous. Nothing crazy, just something to have a fun little truck with. The cam and everything else I've done, that'll probably be enough for now, and maybe later on down the road do something with it. And so that brings us to the Integra, Project Integra. Here it is. I have not updated anybody on it. As you guys can see, I finally put it up on the lift. I took out the gas tank, as you can see. I want to clean all this up before I start mocking everything up. My plan is to get as far as I can with the all-wheel drive setup. Obviously the trailing arms are all here on the floor. Got all those off. So I just kind of wanted to update you guys on that. I want to try and clean everything up as best as I can before I start installing the Hub City Performance Kit. Let's go over here. The office. So, got my box of goodies. My Chill Tech stuff. So, as you guys can see, so I pull this out. Follow me as we pull this out, and the camera gets all shaky because I'm gonna start putting this stuff together anyway. So, here we are. There's one there. The other one here. My Hub City kit, I actually ended up getting the spherical bearings, as you guys can see. The Integra also didn't have much of interior when I got it. So, it came with leathers, and as you can see, they're kind of ripped up. I had some cloth Integra seats that are in pretty good shape. And I also was able to find a pretty decently clean carpet for an Integra from somebody who's not too far down from my shop. He parts out cars. Just gave it a really good pressure wash, and it was good to go. It's pretty much got complete interior minus the back seats. So I'm gonna try and find some back seats somewhere. I have the trunk cover carpet. I don't have the little cardboard or cutout section for the spare tire, so I'll probably go to Home Depot and find like a thin piece of wood that I can kind of contour and make one of those with, and then I can have a complete interior Integra I also got the visors. This didn't have visors or the holders for the visors, so I got that as well. The interior is pretty decent actually. Everything kind of works. Not kinda, it does work. So yeah, guys, this is where we're at with Project Integra. We're finally gonna be putting the all-wheel drive Hub City Performance Kit. I'm probably not gonna do it right now. What I'll do is try and make another video. Maybe tomorrow. I might come in early to the shop before I start working on that that engine. I also have another customer who dropped off a 2016 CRV that the dealership was trying to charge him $3,000 to replace a part that it doesn't need. Actually, it needs a completely other part, but maybe I'll make a video on that. What else we got going on? Oh, I have another customer. I'm also going to be doing AC compressor belt and spark plugs on a 07 Jeep Wrangler. I'm sorry, 07 Jeep Liberty. I got messed up with somebody else, and I actually put the wrong information on his receipt. So I already spoke to him, and he knows that that's not correct. So my bad. And then I also have another customer dropping off a vehicle tomorrow as well, or later on tonight. It's a 2010 Ford Explorer that older, well, I'm not gonna say older, she's just a lady that was recommended to me by another friend. Took it somewhere because they were told that it needed the catalytic converters. So they charged her $1,800 to weld in some new catalytic converters. And somehow after that, they told her that her ECU was fried, so she never even went to go pick it up after the catalytic converter replacement. So I'm assuming that, and I have seen this happen before. Anybody says it's not possible, it is definitely possible, especially Fords and Dodges, older vehicles like that. I'm thinking that they didn't ground or remove the battery or something when they're welding in these new catalytic converters, and I think they might have fried her ECU. But either way, they replaced her ECU apparently. That was another $1,200. So she's in to that car a little over $3,000, and she still is having two codes for catalytic converters. So she wants me to look over the vehicle, make sure that they did actually replace these catalytic converters as they say they did, and then kind of go from there. Typically what I've seen on most cars that come in for P420 or P430 codes, you know, bank 1 or bank 2 cats, is usually 50-50, but most of the time, which you should have to do anyways when a cat goes bad, is replace your oxygen sensors. It's very rare that I've needed to replace catalytic converters, and customers have never come back with the same code unless I told them for sure, hey, you know what, it is a catalytic converter. So hopefully I can let her know that they did. I hope that they did replace the catalytic converters. That's a lot of money. But yeah, that's an update, guys. This video is like 18-19 minutes long. But stay tuned, guys. Got the Civic Hatch Turbo build. Got the all-wheel drive Integra K-Series Turbo build. We're about to start putting on the Hub City Performance. We got the shop truck, pipe pre-swap, Denali front end. Hopefully I can get all those things running. The Integra, that was gonna be a tough one. This engine combination has already been ran before I got the all-wheel drive stuff and I switched over the EK. I never got to make any videos on it. It did run and drive. I just never got a chance to get it dyno tuned. I drove it around the shop space, but never drove it like on the street. So, I mean, the engine I know is good, and it's just a matter of deciding on whether I'm gonna run it on the K-Pro, which I already have all that stuff. I know it works, but I also have a Fuel Tech FT550 but I have to wire it in. So that's going to be the lasting kind of decision. And I guess the other stuff too is, since this tank cannot go back in, a while back I had already ordered, here's like a pile of stuff that was sitting in the Integra, but I cleaned it up. I have a full, let me turn on this light on this side of the shop. I have a couple things actually. So I have an AEM, let's see if I point it right. External fuel pump, that's a 4. It's a 400 or 420, something like that. E85 compatible. And then I have a full -6 E85 kit, a -8 and a -6. So the plans were to run -8 feed, -6 return. I also have this fuel cell that I got from my neighbors next door. They work on Subarus, so they had it kind of laying around. I already have the swap harness with a K-tune harness that I have right here as well. My axles, I have a billet shifter and a custom shift knob with my logo on it. You guys can see that. But I actually decided to change things up because I wanted to kind of have the interior looking a little nicer. So what I did was, oh yeah, there's the Speed Factory intercooler that hopefully is going to get put on. I have a back door intercooler. I don't know if you can see it. It's somewhere up there. I also have a roll cage for the EK coupe up there. But what I did was I got this pretty cool little bracket. So this is actually from Hush Performance. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who they are. He was a local here to Arizona. I kind of knew him from the forums out here. So this is a flush mount that actually fits with an Accord, a CB Accord or Prelude shifter, which I also got from him. And it sits underneath the plastics on the Integra or whatever you're going to mount it to. And then it also has this option here for a staging brake, which we may get. It just kind of depends if we decide to sell the car or not. But yeah, next video is going to be on us installing this Hub City Performance kit. Hopefully I'll have somebody here help me with this camera because I'm not doing a very good job of keeping the camera still. But yeah, thanks for staying tuned, guys. There's an update, shop update. I have not done a good job making videos. I've been pretty busy with some other customers' cars and trying to vlog and edit stuff to make a good videos. I'm still learning how to do it, first off. Obviously, you know, the whole wife being pregnant as well is another thing as well. That's a shop that's over here across the way. He gets cars there all the time and they just sit there, and then next thing you know, they don't have catalytic converters. So wonder what he's doing. Anyways, thanks again, guys, for stopping by and keeping me busy. Stay tuned for the next video. It's definitely going to be on the Integra and us installing the Hub City Performance kit. It should be fairly easy to do. Removing everything was pretty easy, so installing something that's brand new bushings and all that stuff should be a breeze. So stay tuned. Thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you like it, if you like the content. I know it's not very much content, but I'm trying. All right, guys, take it easy. Peace out.